Oh my goodness.
Doing a little day drinking here. We're all a little crooked. Hi, everybody.
Uh-oh.
We've got Miss Darla here, but she's having a little problems with her camera getting it set right. So we're gonna let her play with that a little bit.
Yeah. I just don't get it why it's moving around so much.
And I'm fighting with my lighting. Always. There, that's a little better. I'm one of those things. I think we did it.
I don't know.
Well, good morning. I guess it's afternoon now, isn't it? Good afternoon. How is everybody? We've got a lot of folks already joining us today. Doris and Miss Amber and Tammy. And let's go back up here a little bit. Michelle had to pop out. She may or may not pop back in later, but that's okay. There we go. So, good morning. Good afternoon. I'm used to doing these really early in the morning. I ran in and got all set up. I'm like, oh no, it's later today. So I cleaned my kitchen and mopped my floors and did things that I never always managed to not have time to do. So, Miss Darla, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Now, where exactly? You're in Canada. What part of Canada are you in?
I'm in southern Manitoba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it still cold there, or do you guys is good? I don't know anything about Canadian weather.
Oh, it's hot today.
Is it?
Yeah, we usually have really nice summers, like really hot. In Fahrenheit, it'd be in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, nice.
And then a humidex on top of that sometimes.
Oh.
And but our winters are usually very cold, like minus 40 Fahrenheit, which is the same as minus 40 Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's too cold. That's like North Dakota cold. No, thank you. No thanks. My late husband worked in North Dakota one winter, and I went over to visit, and it was 30 below zero at Thanksgiving, and I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. You can see me.
I know a lot of people move to Western Canada, to British Columbia, because their weather is different than ours. It's nicer there. And then on the east, they normally get a lot of snow. So it changes.
Yeah, quite a bit just from that little difference. Yeah. So Darla, first off, tell us how you got your name, your Crafty Yarn Owl name.
Well, that is a really good question, and I have a good answer. Okay, so I was thinking I'm crafty because I like not only doing crochet, but I do other things like shadow boxes, fairy gardens, things like that I showed when I first started my channel. But I crochet I love, so I show more crochet than anything. So I'm crafty, and then usually when I crochet at night. So I was thinking, what kind of owls or animals hunt at night? Like a lot of them do, and I love owls. So I thought of a barn owl, and then I thought, well, yarn rhymes with barn.
Oh,
Crafty yarn owl.
That's awesome. I love hearing how people have come up with their names. They're always so interesting, way more interesting than just the name on its face. I really enjoy that. That's great. That is great. But you do also like the owls.
Yes, I do.
So would you say that you collect the owls, or you're just kind of drawn to them?
I'm drawn to them, but since I started my channel, a lot of people have sent me owls, and so I guess I collect them now too. I love them.
That's the way I am with polar bears. I like anything with polar bears or hearts, and people see any polar bear, and of course there's hearts everywhere, so that's nice. But the polar bears are a little more hard to find, but yeah, I've gotten some beautiful ones as gifts. I really appreciate that.
Oh, for sure.
Well, how long have you been on YouTube, and why did you decide to start a channel?
I've been on YouTube. It'll be 3 years in September.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe it's 3 years.
I know, it goes so fast.
Yeah. And I started it because I'm crooked again. Because I just like I've been designing crochet for a long time, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just do some tutorials, share my designs. Maybe somebody will watch. I don't know. And but my tutorials from the very beginning were not that good, but I have improved. And so that's what I wanted to do, share my designs. I also thought, maybe I could get monetized, and that'll help out a bit. And hubby had just bought a brand new truck. So I thought maybe I could throw some money at him. But, when you first start out, you don't make a lot at all.
Not at all.
No.
So I am on the verge of being monetized. I know Amber beat me to the punch on that one by quite a lot, but I'm guessing within a month I'll be there. So big party in our future. So that's exciting. How long did it take you to get there? Do you remember?
About a year.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I'm going to run your videos to give you some more.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Miss Amber says she saw your last shadow box and it was amazing to see you make that. I love watching you work. You are now. How do I get this out of here? I popped that up and I'm still figuring these things out. There we go. I love watching you work. You make everything just seem fun and easy, and that's I think that's a big part of keeping people interested. It's got to be fun for sure. But if it looks overwhelmingly hard or there's too many steps, then it's not something I'll look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. Move on.
Yeah.
But every time I see one of your patterns, I'm like, oh, I got to add that to my list. Oh, I got to add that to my list. And
thank you.
That was, I really do. I appreciate the way you do your patterns. So you've been designing for quite a while then. That always, I just give major kudos to people that can do that. I have no imagination. So you've been designing for quite some time then?
Yeah. Like I first started crocheting maybe 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know. I was crocheting maybe a year, not even a year, when I designed a top. And there was a small yarn store here in Winnipeg, there's a couple of them, but one of them actually shut down. But I had gone there to buy some yarn, and I told her I designed a top, and I've only been crocheting less than a year. And she said, next time you come in, bring it. So I did, and I showed it to her, and she was like, oh my goodness, you could sell this on Etsy for $250. I'm like, what? No way. She said, guaranteed. Look at the stitch design you did. And I'm like, what stitch design? Well, the different stitches and the texture and the whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I still have it. I never tried to sell it, but I still have it.
It's hard. And I know people that just do phenomenal work, and they're always like, oh, I don't know if it's good enough. And I have a feeling that's where you fall, because your work is amazing.
Oh,
and people love it. Just love it.
Oh, thank you.
So hey to everybody that's just popped in. Sorry.
Who did?
There's a few more people that just popped in. It's so hard when I've got a guest on. I want to focus on my guest, but at the same time, I want to say hi as people pop in.
Yes.
When I'm leaving, that's saying hi to all the new people.
Okay. Hi, Kim and Roseanne and Amber, Kathy. Oh, Granny D, Tracy. Oh my goodness.
I know we got some wonderful people. And Miss Granny D, you're going to be a guest in a few weeks. I'm so excited.
I love Granny.
I'm excited for all of my guests. It makes me so happy to be able to get to know you guys a little bit better.
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing to design?
That would be tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have one here that's going to be a
Ooh,
tutorial this week.
nice.
I wish that thing wouldn't.
So we get a sneak preview, you guys.
Yes. We can't even see Peggy back there. Peggy.
There she is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I've
Thank
never
you.
made a top. Not yet. I'm afraid.
Oh. It's a wrap that I put 2 different colorways
Mhm.
together and I made this. And so the tutorial is going to be in a different yarn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sideways again. It's gonna be in the Karen Cotton cake.
Ooh, I have some of that. I'm
Oh
sure I
yeah.
do.
This is the what's it called? Of course I don't have it here. Cracked
Doesn't matter.
pepper or something color.
Oh, that sounds like one I've seen. Gosh, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Maybe I
Yeah.
can try that.
Yeah, and that design down the middle is also on the shoulders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's size adjustable. You make it in the round, you start at the top. And as
Mm-hmm.
you're working, it gets wider and longer. And then you
Okay.
grab the back and front and hold it together. You try it on, you hold it together
Mhm.
and see if it's going to be wide enough for you.
Yeah,
And then you start going around to make the lengths.
that's nice. Yeah, because I've got the bustage, and you've got that same issue
With the bust?
with the bustage. You got the
Oh,
girls
yeah.
are significant, and
Yeah.
so you got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, for
And that's
sure.
kind of, I'll be honest, that's one of the reasons I have not done a top yet, because I look at the patterns and I
Uh-huh.
look at the sizing on it, and I'm like, it can't be that big. I'm always afraid it's going to be way too big or way too small. So I
Oh,
like the idea of something like that where you just try it on as you go.
yes. Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
that way
Erin,
it'll
what a
fit.
great idea. Erin
Yeah.
says she wants to overhaul her wardrobe and have mostly handmade tops instead of store-bought, and she really appreciates your tutorials. I agree, Erin. Her tops are and they just, you make us feel like anybody can do it. And that is just tremendous. I know I'm going to be making one. So, you said you're going to be doing a tutorial on that this week?
Yeah, I have it all ready. I just have to take pictures and I have to put all the little clips together.
Mhm.
So it'll be up this week
Oh,
by
very nice.
Friday.
What's her name?
Pardon?
What's her name?
Who?
The sweater.
Oh, I haven't named it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I come up with a name as I'm crocheting
Mm-hmm.
things. Sometimes I just put easy summer top.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody have a name for this?
Hmm. Do you think it's easy enough for it to be your first top?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go then.
So call it easy crochet. Easy crochet.
Your first top.
Your first top. That
Mm-hmm.
sounds great. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. And
Easy.
I will commit to making it.
Okay. That is a really cool name. Thank you.
Ooh, Donna's got a good name too, Summer Breeze.
Oh yeah, I have a summer breeze top
Okay.
tutorial on my channel.
Okay, Jennifer, you and me, we're both going to make this one. We can do it.
Yes, you can.
I'm pretty sure I've got some of that yarn too. I just got to go through many, many, many boxes of yarn, and my grandson and I and Mister built a shelf unit in my bedroom, and so I got to unpack a bunch of yarn and see, because when it's in a box it doesn't exist, but when you
Yeah.
can see it, it makes a difference. So I finally can get to some of my yarn. So
Oh, that's
and I
good.
remember buying some of that on a clearance at Joann's. So
Oh yeah.
I think last year, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, Tim Horton, what you drinking?
It's just water.
Well, good for you. You know, I was in. No, we never got to go because I got the COVID, so we couldn't get off the ship when we got to Canada. I was going to pop over to Tim Hortons, and we didn't get to. We didn't get to leave the ship, so.
Oh, that's too
No
bad.
Tim Hortons here. Yep, no Tim Hortons here. I've got Diet Pepsi this morning. I always have my Diet Pepsi. Which cup do I have? Oh, it's wore out. I think it's my Bucky Beaver cup, but the things wore off the front.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, when you were talking about polar bears earlier, we have polar bears in northern Manitoba, and I've never been up there. Yeah, I've never been up there. Yeah, lots of people from the States go up there to check them out and photograph them and stuff.
Oh, how cool.
No, and I've never been up there.
That would be fabulous. Well, do you guys have the sled dogs too? Do they do the sled dogging in your area? The mushing?
They do up north in Manitoba. Yeah. I don't know if they do any around here, but they could. I mean, we get enough snow for it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen stuff about them, but I've never actually seen them. Hey, Mary, thanks for popping in. So, speaking of projects, I have to show you. I've had very, very, very little time to crochet since we've gotten home from Texas, and we're trying to put this house together. But as you recall, this is July, that was June, so that would have been May. I'm so bad. May, Miss Trish did the crochet along. And she had picked 2 of your patterns for people to use. Well, looky what I did. And I literally finished it. Other than I still have to do the single crochet all along the edge. But I did the sparkly, I think it's you called the sparkly Christmas shawl.
Yes.
With the sparkle yarn.
Yeah.
And look, on the bottom, it's a real pretty blue. It's a midnight blue. Isn't that gorgeous? I saw that on a different shawl, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just put a little bit of contrast on the bottom. So I finished it. I finished something. I guess it counts as finished. I still have to do the trim. But I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the accent color in my trim, or would that take away from it, do you think?
I don't think it'll take away from it.
Or just go with the gray. I love the gray attached. I feel like the gray is going to make it look more finished.
Yeah.
So
it is beautiful. Good job.
I was and the pattern, again, the pattern is really nice and very interesting. And it was funny because I couldn't remember. I'm having a lot of memory problems, and you guys know you can tell during my lives I'm struggling to find words sometimes, and I could remember the repeat no problem, and then I would get to the end and I couldn't remember if this is the triple crochet or is this the other one, and I had to look at the pattern at the end of every single row just for that one stitch. But isn't it funny how your mind works? All the rest of it, no problem whatsoever. Thank you, Denise. I was very pleased that I finally finished something, and I was really pushing to get it done before this morning's video. So I stayed up a little late last night getting that last row done so I could show it during your video this morning. So this is the first one of your patterns I have completed. I've got several in my queue, but this is the first one that I've completed, and it was wonderful, you guys. And I think any color yarn, I think any yarn would work wonderful with it. And it's a very interesting pattern, and her instructions are very, very clear.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's a little, not tricky, but you want to get it right. And you do a real good job of showing it up close and showing this is where you need to put your hook. And that's the kind of instructions I need.
Oh, thank you so much.
So
when I first started doing tutorials, I would think about what questions I had when I watched tutorials. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to answer those questions as I'm crocheting along, showing everybody. So yeah, because sometimes I get stuck on something and I couldn't see where they put that stitch.
Yes.
And Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh, forget this. I just give up on it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I try to do them, the tutorials as best as I can and tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I'm trying to show, I'm up close, right, when I'm showing?
Yeah, very nice and close so you can see what's going on. And you don't cover your stitches with your hands. So many people do this and you can't see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or they'll use I've seen them put a dark pattern or a dark yarn on a dark background. I can't see anything when they do that. So no, yours are just wonderful. And you don't do any actual written patterns, right?
No, I don't. I don't know how.
Yeah, so I took your pattern and wrote it all out.
Oh.
When I was sitting in the hotel getting ready to go on my cruise, wrote it all out. And yep, and that's what I do every time. Hey, Crystal, thanks for popping in. I know you're super busy today. That's what I do anytime I'm following an online pattern that I want to do. Is I watch the video 2 or 3 times and then I write it out and then off to the races. And then sometimes I go back and, look at sections for specific stitches. Make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
But
that's what I want to do is I want to figure out how to do those timestamp things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would help. That would help. I don't know how. Crystal, I'll bet you she knows how. She knows everything.
Crystal, the yarny chick.
Crystal, the yarny chick. Yeah, I'm getting warnings.
Crystal. Yeah. Yeah, I know people say, oh, I'll help you anytime. And then I feel kind of shy about asking.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Crystal, I wouldn't be on here. She has spent many, many hours helping me figure out how to do this stuff. And then last week we spent at least an hour working with Nightbot so that you could drop your link and stuff. Still doesn't work.
Oh, really? Wow.
So
I'm actually surprised I got myself, well, I'm not really correct because I'm off to the side because my stupid plan, but I'm full view.
Yeah.
Every time I do it, I just like enter a live. I'm like this, just my face is like, oh my goodness.
No, you look awesome. So you see here, Crystal's telling you to contact her anytime. She'll be happy to help you.
Oh, Crystal.
She will be happy to help you.
I know. She's so sweet and helpful.
She is so sweet. And she's very, very good with all that techno stuff. Anytime there's an issue, it's always on me, 100%. So, see, she knows how to add the timestamps. So there you go.
All right. I'll be emailing you, Crystal.
Problem solved. Hey, Margie. Hey, Jen. Thanks for popping in. So, Darla, I connected with you last year at your birthday when you were doing that birthday giveaway. It must have popped up in my feed, and that's how I found you. And I just fell in love with you. You're so bubbly and so bright and fun. And
go on.
Go on. Stop. No more. So it was really great getting to know you. And I'll tell you, I was jealous about all that Canadian candy you were giving away.
Oh, yeah.
Those candies that you guys have, we don't get. And I've had the coffee crisp I have had, and I'm like, oh, I love those. I really want to win this candy. So that's what I was rooting for.
Oh, yeah.
Gee, but that was a lot of fun. Is that something you do every year, or was that just last year?
I'm going to do it again this year. It'll be, I think, my 3rd year this year. Yeah. So it'll run every day from the November 15th to November 26th. 26th was my mom's birthday. She's in heaven. And there'll be a video up every day. You can enter in all of them. And then I get the YouTube random comment picker to pick a name from each of those videos. Mm-hmm. And if your name is picked 2 or 3 times, that's how many times you go in the pot. And then there's 3 winners in the end.
Yep. I didn't win any of them. No candy for me. But I sure had fun. And plus I got to meet you. So that was wonderful.
I do have a giveaway going on right now. Besides the Christmas in July fairies one, I have another one going on, and that ends on July 7th.
Oh, it's coming
And
right up.
yeah,
Today's the 5th, right?
yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, it is. Yeah. So there's a pattern book. There's 2 of those crystal cakes, and then there's going to be some other things like Canadian chocolate.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm always excited when I use the YouTube random comment picker to choose a name, and I'm always excited. I'm just watching who's it going to be.
I know.
And it's just so thrilling, you know? Oh, I love it.
The most horrible part about that is you're watching it and you see your name go by and you're like, no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I've had that happen many times.
Many
times. I had one time with a bag a day giveaway. My name was there and it was the person after me that won. I'm like, oh. Yep. So I figured that's as close as I'm ever getting to one of those. But so yeah, I understand. I heard somebody this morning talk about the fairy giveaway on the 15th, and I'm like, I knew it was coming up. I gotta get it written down somewhere.
Yeah.
So y'all, if you haven't gone in, there are so many fairies in there. I think it was between 40 and 50 at last count, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
It's what's the hashtag? Hashtag Christmas in July Fairies 2022.
I think it's just 22.
Or just 22. And there's a whole bunch of them. And they should be, I guess there are some people that made videos that aren't in the official draw. So an official fairy draw, 48, Crystal said, it's going to be around 3 minutes, 3 minutes or under. I think mine was 3:08, something like that. But it's going to be in the neighborhood of 3 minutes. They're going to be very, very short. And the reasoning for that was because there's 48 of them. Who's got time to watch 48 10-minute videos? So we kept them really, really short. And most of them, you put a comment, you maybe answer a simple question, and that's it. And then when we do the draw, it'll be the same kind of thing. The winner's name will be in the thumbprint or in the description. It'll be very easy to go in and see. Hi, Memphis Makes. Good morning or good evening for you. You're over in the UK, right? I love your videos too. I love it when your husband pops in.
Hi, everyone that I missed, which was a lot, I think.
So many people have popped in this morning. It's wonderful. And I know I was over watching Crystal, and some of her folks popped over and did a little raid too. So that was nice. Excuse me. So anyway, yeah, a lot of us have the Christmas in July fairy thing going on, and that's coming right up next week, I guess. Next Thursday, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you've got another one on your channel that you said is good in a couple, or it's going to be drawn in a couple of days. Oh, you got a kitty. I love.
We got 2 kitties. Yeah, drawn on the 7th. Come on, baby.
Okay. And then what's the deal with that certain video they need to watch?
Yeah, I'm celebrating my 6,000 and something subscribers. I can't remember the name of the video.
Oh, we'll find it.
Yeah.
I have to admit I am behind in watching my videos.
Oh, me too.
There's so many. I was telling, I think it was Crystal the other day that I had gotten a notice for like 540 videos that have popped up because I'm subscribed to like everybody. I'm subscribed to probably 1,200 people. And so every video that comes up, you get a notice for. So
yeah.
Does anybody know how many yards? Oh, here there's a quiz. We got a quiz. Does anybody know how many yards? Number 6 bulky. That's going to take a lot. I can tell you that right now. If you go to, try to remember, there's a couple of places where they have charts. In fact, look that up. Look up blanket size chart, and it should be able to tell you. But I can tell you that's going to be a lot. I do know that.
Yeah. I don't usually work with bulky, so I'm not sure.
Bulky 6. I do not. I like the idea of it because, man, that's going to go quick.
Yeah. That's going to be cozy.
Mm-hmm. It's going to work up fast, too.
Yeah. Oh.
See, now you got me wondering. I just got some, yeah, it's not doing it. It's not. Fast and easy blanket. How much yarn do you need? Crochet with, what is her name? What is her name? Crochet with Tiffany has a video on how to figure that out. There you go. Crochet with Tiffany. And she's probably got a thingy bobber that shows you that. A list. List. Is that the word I want?
Sure.
Chart. She got some. So give that a try. Crochet with Tiffany. And it literally was, how much yarn do I need to make a blanket? So, yeah, I got a bunch of Karen cakes, latte cakes, maybe. I don't remember which ones they were, but they were, and it says a 6, but man, it's big. It is big. They're like this big, and it's 110 yards or something. But I did look up, and in fact, I looked up some blanket patterns while I was in the store, and they all said I needed about 10 cakes. So I bought 12 of each. They were $2 a piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the same day that it was at Joann's. They were clearancing them out the same time that Hobby Lobby was having their mega sale. You guys don't have the Hobby Lobby, do ya? Look how much money you saved. Look how much money you saved.
That's true. We can think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have the yarn than the money, though.
Yeah. With those prices, yeah. That was, I hadn't planned on, okay, Doris at Rose Cottage Studio posted a chart from Lion Brand. I was thinking it was either Lion Brand or Hirschner's. Lion Brand makes more sense. I bet you they've got the information on there. Gone from my head. Oh, the sale. So yeah, I popped over to, I had popped up to Hobby Lobby one day, and there was nothing left. And I thought, people keep saying Michael's. That's what it was, Michael's, not Joann's. And so, and they're right next to each other at my little strip mall. So I went in there, and they had sock yarn on sale. Mm-hmm. I have my sock knitting class this Friday. I go to my sock knitting class. I'm so excited. Cool. So they had sock yarn, and they had those giant cakes of the Karen cakes for $2. So
yeah.
And they had 2 different colors, but they were so similar. I couldn't even quite tell. Like one was like the color of that shirt, the grays and the lighter grays, and similar to that. And then the other one had those same colors plus a little bit of brown in it. And that's so pretty. That's our next project. How much yardage did that take her? 2 cakes?
Okay. What happened was I had 2 partial cakes of this. Mm-hmm. So I just, what I did was I put all the medium gray together, all the light gray, and then all the white. And I just worked from it. So I don't know how much it was, but I am going to weigh this to get the grams and then calculate that. So into yardage. So I'm not sure right now.
And I love that the bottom and the neckline and the sleeves are all the same white color. I really like the way that worked out. That worked out perfectly. Yeah, I have done that too. I have weighed things to see, because I've got like this much left in a ball and I have this much left in my sweater. So I will weigh my ball and then crochet 1 row and then see how much it took and see where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I've done that many times just to figure out if I'm going to run out or not. So maybe if you had to guess, 2 full balls would be plenty. If you had 2 partial.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 full balls would be lots, I think, for my size anyway. I think maybe only, how many yards are in the original ball?
I have no clue.
Me neither.
What is it?
I have a label. Karen cotton cake.
Karen cotton cake. Oh, I love the Karen cotton cakes. They're just.
I do too.
Let's see here. CaronCotton. Karen cotton cakes. Ooh, Whisper Rose.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty, doesn't it?
They have new Karen cotton cakes at my Michael's.
Mm-hmm. The really, really pale colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. They are, boy, this seems big. 250 grams, 530 yards. Does that sound right? Yeah, 1,000 yards. That sounds right.
Yeah, but should I weigh this thing right now?
If you want. If you got your scale handy.
I do.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
Because, every time I look up anything, it always tells me, anytime a top, it always tells me I need in the neighborhood of 2,000 yards. Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I use, a little kitchen scale.
Yep.
I've got my little Pampered Chef scale over there.
I'm an AccuChef. Okay.
Boy, that was right handy.
Yes. Okay. Let me see here.
Hi, Bree. Hey, Tracy. We're weighing yarn. We know how to party.
Okay. It says 269 grams, so that's just a little bit more.
Just over one.
Yeah, just over one.
Wow.
There we go.
So for us bigger girls too, it's going to be more than enough.
Like this is like a size between medium and large, I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wonder because, and you can't ever ask somebody, okay, what size are you? What size are you? Because I look at those size charts and it always tells me I need a 2X, which I don't wear a 2X in anything, but because the boobage, the girls, they need their space. Yes. And so it always says I need a 2X, which means 1,800 to 2,000 yards to make a top. And I'm like, I can make a blanket for that much. And I think that's one of the reasons I don't make tops, because just the amount of yardage it takes for anything turns me off. Right. And you think if you're buying a Karen cake and it's $10, that's $40 to make a top. And so that kind of turns you away from doing it. So
yeah. Like I know, when I do my tops, I write size adjustable because like I said, you try it on at a certain point in the video and then you see if it's going to fit you. Right. And it's just a matter of taking rows out or adding more rows to make it, because it grows wider and longer at the same time.
Well, is it kind of A line then?
No.
So it's straight down, but it still gets wider as you go. Oh, I see. I see. Here, I'm pointing at it like you guys can see. They're on the side. I can see the, what do they call that? That's that, like the baseball shirts are made like that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of the word. There's a style for that. Somebody whose brain is working. What did they call that?
Yeah, that's where the increases are.
So then you just increase as much as you need till it's cozy, and then you go straight after that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be calling you when I can't figure it out.
Okay.
I'll call you. You call Crystal. Crystal doesn't need help with anything. Raglan, thank you, Tracy.
That's it.
Yep. I love you guys. Okay. I wore a 2X and yes, use a lot of yarn and hate it, but that's what made me want to lose weight. Oh, whatever it takes. That's interesting.
Yes.
That is interesting. Man, I have such a problem with cookies. Cookies are my downfall. And they didn't used to be. But man, if I've got a cookie around, it's gone. It's gone. Ice cream, chips, I can pass by those things. If somebody puts them in front of me, I'm eating them. But cookies, it's one of the few things I will dig in the cupboard for. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. But cookies, I know when they're here.
What's your favorite cookie?
You know, it's funny. Of course, the Oreo,
Oh.
but I also love pecan sandies and those old. It's like a shortbread with pecans chunked up in it.
Oh,
Very
I don't think
simple. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we can do a trade for some chocolate.
Sure.
Instead of a yarn trade, we're doing a snack trade.
Yeah, let's do
I love
it.
pecan sandies. Yeah. And then I like just the old, the kids call them grandpa cookies. They're just the old style sandwich cookie where it's chocolate on one side and vanilla on the other side. And it's got the white cream in the middle.
Oh.
And it comes in a big old package with 3 rows and they're like $2.
Oh,
Love these things. Love them. So sandwich cookies. Oh, Tracy likes the donuts. Yes, I love the donuts too. Donuts are just a big old cookie.
yeah.
Luckily, there's not a good donut shop named me. Oh, homemade peanut butter. You know, Denise, I love peanut butter. I do not like peanut butter cookies. I don't like, and it's my mom used to make them all the time, and not that hers were bad. They were very good. I don't, yeah, the generic Oreos. Yeah. That's exactly right. But when they're baking, the smell of the hot peanut butter, oh, it just gags me. I don't like peanut butter cookies. Isn't that funny? And you get peanut butter, anything else, and I love it. So it's just funny how certain experiences affect, the stuff that you do and you like.
Yeah.
What's your favorite treat?
Well, first of all, I don't like peanut butter just on toast or bread, but I love peanut butter cookies.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'll eat a peanut butter sandwich, just a piece of bread and some peanut butter. And Mr. will go, "What are you eating? A peanut butter sandwich? Oh, that's disgusting." No, it's wonderful. Now, peanut butter frosting on chocolate cake. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never had that.
Oh,
sounds good.
Yeah, it is way good.
I like chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies and Oreos, lemon cookies with the lemon in between. I guess I like all cookies.
Okay, I will get you some pecan sandies and get that sent up there. Have to make sure I've got your mailing address. I think it's in your description.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, before I forget, let's see who's our guest next week. Oh, I haven't been. I'm too busy visiting. Let's see. Show. Did I do it right? Yes. Da-da-da. So next week is Melissa Crochets with Love. And I just popped into her live a little while ago and she remembered that it's happening. And I did the most awful thing. I was mortified. I think it was last Thursday. I was supposed to be alive on AJ's. Can never remember her thing. It's AJ's personal choice or something like that. AJ's, I'll find the name. And I was running around doing stuff. And then the dog threw up on the carpet and I'm scrubbing that up. And then I went, whoa, I'm supposed to be live on AJ's live. I felt so bad. So I have rescheduled for Thursday. Where's my calendar? Y'all need to go over there and help me make up for my faux pas. I cannot tell you how horrible I felt. I want to say it's the 14th because we went out 2 weeks. Yes, it's the 14th, July 14th at 5:00 Pacific. And I just put AJ's channel. I never put the name of her thing on there. Does anybody know what channel AJ's is? And she's so sweet. Oh, snickerdoodles. Yes. Snickerdoodles. Oh my gosh.
Are we still talking cookies?
Well, they're popping up again. The monster cookies. Oh yeah, a good soft oatmeal cookie. That's one of the reasons when I do my crafty stuff, it keeps me from snacking because I can't get cookie germs on on your yarn. And that will help. That will definitely help me sometimes.
Yeah.
Trying to look up AJ's real quick. It's AJ's Personal Touch.
Okay.
AJ's Personal Touch. Oh, Kathy, I was so embarrassed. I have never been so embarrassed. It's one thing, and you guys know, I've had a couple of guests the last few weeks where they contact me right beforehand. I've had an emergency. There's been an accident. I'm so sorry I can't make it. But I just flat missed it. And I was just running around here like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get some things done. And then we've got white carpet. This stupid house I bought has white carpet through the entire house. So that's one of my projects, is to get that carpet switched out. And I heard the dog in there puking. I'm like, no, hit the linoleum. There's one room with linoleum. Oh no, he's a foot away from the linoleum.
Oh,
so
oh.
It was a mess. It was a mess. And that's all I could think about. And then when I realized it, I was just mortified. So I'm going to make up for it. Y'all make sure, put that in your calendar. Make sure you pop over there. We got to give her some love. If you guys have not subscribed to her yet, please pop over and subscribe. AJ's Personal Choice. I have to do something to make up for my horrible guestness. Well, and the bad thing is that's the second time I've missed her live. The first time we were driving home from Texas, and I told her, I says, we're driving. I have no idea what the internet's going to be like. And then the internet had been choppy all day. And I had a few minutes where it was good, and I'm on talking with her, and we hear this horrific sound. And I'm like, I got to go. I don't know what has happened, but I got off with her, and the roof of the RV was peeling off.
Oh,
so that's what we dealt with. So I have bailed on her not once, but twice. I don't know why she keeps asking me back. I really don't. I'd be going, no, delete. But yeah, so.
Okay, so what date is that? You're on live with her? July.
Find my calendar. The 14th, July 14th at 5:00 Pacific. I don't know what her time zone is.
Okay.
So got to make sure that y'all put that in your calendar for her sake, because I owe her big. I owe her big. But is this the right one?
What can she give you if she keeps asking you?
I have no idea why. No idea. So make sure that we go over to and sign up for your 2 giveaways. We've got the Christmas in July fairies, and then your 100 million subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
Or pretty close.
Yeah, celebrating my 6,000 whatever it was then. Because I thought, why celebrate when you hit like, well, I used to do this, and a lot of people do it. When you hit 6,000, you have a giveaway. I thought I'm just going to wait a little while and celebrate my 6,300 and whatever it was.
Yep. Yep. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. So now that you've got that project done, almost ready to post, what do you got in the works after that one? So what are you working on? What's on your hook?
What's in your cup?
What's in your cup?
Water.
Yep, still Diet Pepsi.
Well,
too bad. And the thing is, I like water, and I still never drink it.
Oh.
Terrible.
Well, I'm actually working with this number 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I don't usually work. What's that?
Is that Hobie? The little design in the front, yeah.
Yeah, it's the rainbow 100% cotton.
Oh, I bet that's wonderful.
It is. I always forget I have this yarn here. I have it in a lot of different colors, and it's in a different area than all the rest of my yarn. And it's in drawers. And I'm like, hey. So I looked at them. I sorted them out. I haven't shown on my channel yet, but I thought, beach cover up. using different colors, and it's a one weight. Usually I'll double the one weight. It's easier to work with. This time I didn't. And once you get started on this pattern, it's easy to work with one weight.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so let me just show you.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And thank you. And this is going to need to be blocked for sure. But yeah, so it's going to be one piece again. And yeah, but I'm not going to do the tutorial in the one weight, but I am, of course, going to talk about how many stitches and all that stuff with this one. But I'm going to use a heavier weight to do the tutorial.
I'm trying to remember. I was trying to get the name to come to my brain. You keep talking. I'm going to find this because I think it would work perfectly with that. Library.
So this is the stitch. And I was just playing around with the stitch. They're real stitches, but usually you alternate with them, but I just put one same stitch in a row and then a different stitch in 2 rows and then went back to the same stitch.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
So pretty. So how big are those skeins from the rainbow? I've seen it before.
Yeah, these are 50 gram, 186 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, super fine one. This colorway is number 1.
Number 1.
White.
just like in the DMC cross stitch thread. Number 1 is white. And number 10 is black, I believe. Oh. Denise is asking, how many colors are you going to use?
I'm not sure. I wish I could show you a picture right now. Oh, I can't show you the yarn. Yeah. I can't show you the yarn. I'm on my phone.
Oh, well, because it's on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the yarn is all piled up in a thing. So yeah, but I have several different colors. There's white, and then there's really light, like a lilac, and then it goes into the darker purples. I also have lighter blues that go into the darker blues. So I don't know which I'm gonna do, but I decided to be
beautiful.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Even just in white, that would be gorgeous.
Yeah. I think I only have 2 white. Yeah. But I love their packs at Hobie. They have the pack, I think, of 10, and it's like different shades of the same color. And so it's nice. So it's like an ombre if you use them all in that order. So really nice. Yeah. So yeah, but I bought a whole bunch of different colors. I bought some skin tone colors, different shades, because my thing was I was going to make dolls, amigurumi dolls and doll clothes. That's what I wanted to make. And I somehow went over to women's tops.
Yeah.
So that's what I make. That's
I'm
my
so
thing.
Glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I would not have enjoyed I don't do amigurumi. I always say I'm going to, and I get the patterns, and I don't.
Yeah. I know, like I've made a few things, but it's not my thing. And then I discovered women's clothing is my thing.
Yep. So I found what I was thinking of this morning. So I just watched Creative Granny, Glinda, Creative Grandma. And she does that Smiley's yarn special every month.
Yeah.
And this month is called Tahiti Yarn Arts Tahiti, and it's only, you guys, it's 59 cents a skein, and it's a cotton bamboo blend. And as soon as you showed me that, it made me think of it. And they only have black and white available. So pop over to I've lost it again. Creative Grandma, right? Creative Grandma? Yeah, Creative Grandma.
Yeah.
Glenda, Creative Grandma. Anyway, she just talked about Smiley Yarn of the Month, and this is going to be the last time they do that. That company is, the folks are retiring. That it's a tremendous deal, you guys. I'm trying to figure out how many of them I'm going to buy. You have to spend $50, but it's pretty easy to do. And then they always have just amazing prices on their stuff. But as soon as you showed me that, that's a me. And this is a 2-weight, but I don't think it's going to be that much difference. I think it'll be easy.
Yeah.
Easy to work. So yeah, I was just thinking that, and even with the black and white stripes would be pretty, or do the top just under the bustage white and do the rest in black. That would be pretty. Oh, just like your shirt, just like that. It would look just like that.
Oh yeah.
So pretty. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. So tried a few amigurumis. They do not come out, and it's so hard to sew the little bits together, and then you have to do the faces, and they have to look pretty. I've done a couple, and I don't hate it, and I always think these would be nice and quick, and they are not. They are not nice and quick. But
you know what Cindy, the crocheter A, does?
Yeah.
When she makes gnomes, she just is incredible at making gnomes. And she always makes the small body parts first and then makes the bigger part, the body. And she finds that way it's like, because I guess she would make the body and then think, oh, I gotta make all those little parts.
Yes.
So she gets them done first.
The little one's done first.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's like when you're a kid and you don't like vegetables, just eat them first. Get it out of the way.
Yep. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Yeah. And then there's some little tricks to sewing it up and making it look nice. And
I don't do many of those.
Neither. So I love that. And that's another one of your designs?
Yeah. This one? Yeah.
Do you read patterns? I mean, do you ever make other people's stuff?
Oh, yeah. I make other people's stuff. I like tutorials. I can read patterns, but it's just I get lost so easy. And then when it says do this stitch, do that stitch, all in the same sentence, it's like, what? And then I got to read it again and again. And I don't know.
So I found this magic stuff. It's right there, the little clear tape.
Yep.
An absolute lifesaver.
Oh yeah.
And it was like $5 for a roll of it, and you can pull it on and off 1,000 times.
Oh.
And even with your repeat, where it's like, okay, which row am I in? Because I needed to know how many do I do that last stitch. Yeah. And but yeah, you just pull that tape off. It's called, I don't remember what it's called. Somebody tell me what it's called. It's like, it's removable. My brain. I'm so sorry, you guys. My brain. I cannot believe the COVID. And actually, I actually read, or somebody read an article recently that said that people that get this from the COVID, basically your brain has aged 10 years. And that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm talking to my mom going, come on, Mom, what's the word you're looking for? It's not that hard. And I just have lost my words, and it's so frustrating. So far, it hasn't affected my ability to do anything other than when I'm having a conversation, and I can't think of the simplest word. I know what I'm trying to get. The other day, I was trying to find the word kickstand, and I kept pointing at it, but the word was not there. And see, just now it popped up, no problem. So it's really, really weird the way this has affected me. But
yeah, hubby had it in January, I think, and he ended up. I tested him twice at home, 2 days in a row, negative.
Yep.
So then the next day I noticed he was having a problem with, like, he catches breath as he's talking.
Oh yeah.
So I called 911, and they took him to the hospital, tested him, yes, positive, and they gave him some kind of shot in his IV, kept him a couple of hours while they did that, and then he came home. His sister picked him up to bring him home. Within a couple of days, he was doing much better, but I was right in the house I never got it by the grace of God. Never got it.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. Well, we both got it while we were on the cruise, halfway through the cruise. And he got it first, and I tested negative, and then the next day I tested positive. And he'd had it for maybe 2.5 days before I woke up with a fever and the cough, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I've got it. And so then I tested and I had it. But yeah. Foggy brain. My mom had fibromyalgia, and she always called it fiber fog. Yeah, that's what she always called it.
Oh yeah.
And it's very frustrating because I feel stupid, and I know that it isn't me, that it's this thing, but I keep hoping it's going to get better. And people keep telling me it eases up, so I really hope so. But it's been over a month, and
oh yeah.
And I've got all of my energy back for the most part. Some days I'm like the other day I came home and I took a 3-hour nap, and I never take naps. So, but yeah, this little bit of leftover of searching for words is still. And I've also noticed on my lives, I hit a wall, and that's it. I can't make a complete sentence. Excuse me. Where's that Diet Pepsi? I apologize. But yeah. So anyway, when that clear tape stuff, it's removable, and I got it from Amazon for like $5 for one tape thingy of it. But you could get multiple colors, and so like if you're doing different things, you could put different colors on there, and it has been a lifesaver for me. Because I know what you mean about having way too much information on one line. And I'll do that too. When I'm writing out my patterns, I do one step per line. Even if there's 4 steps in it, it's one, because I want to just glance at that and see what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So it's much easier for me. Because I can read a pattern. I can read a chart. I can't read, what are those, where they use all the different symbols for the different stitches. I haven't done that yet. And it looks really complex. And people tell me once you get it figured out, it's so much easier than reading a pattern, because you're looking at a symbol for the stitch. So, I mean, you can look and go chain, 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 double crochet, blah, blah, blah. Whereas when you're having to read a pattern and it has all those words written out, it can be overly confusing. But somebody has that's what they're called, Bree, is graphs, diagrams. Yeah. There's a YouTube video, and it's how to do that. And I want to find that and learn it, because a lot of the old, more antique patterns, that's all they use, especially if you're making a doily or a table runner, something like that. It's too much for them to write it all out. So they use those charts, and it'll be like a graph like this, and then you just repeat it however many times.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, you've got a tattoo of a diagram on your arm. Oh, Proverbs, I want to see that. Does it show in your videos? Does it show? I want to see that. That would be amazing. Yeah, that's all they used back in the day. And that way you didn't have to worry about different designers doing things differently, writing things out differently. That's just the way they were. And I've got some really old pattern books from like the 1920s and 30s, and that's all that's in it. So, and they're really, really cool. Really cool. So that's funny. I just finished this morning, and I'm like, okay, I was talking to Mister. I'm like, okay, should I pick up something that I've already been working on? I kind of feel like I need to do that. And then I thought, or do I want to start something new? So now I have a new project. So by the end of the week, we'll have your new project to work on. I'm so excited. I got to find my yarn. Karen Cotton Case. I got to find it.
Yes.
So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I got one of those new cotton lava cakes. I showed it on my channel, and I don't think it doesn't seem like it's much different than just regular cotton cakes. You know, it seems like the same thing. It's just variegated colors in the middle, and then the outside is like one solid color.
Mhm.
But I think they're pretty. But for $14.99 Canadian, I used my 30% off coupon, which brought it down to, what was it, 11 something?
Yeah.
That's still way too much.
Still way too much. And that's it anymore, man. If I'm not finding it on like a super clearance,
Yeah.
it's not happening. That's why when I saw that Tahiti yarn this morning, I'm like, I need to get some of that in here just because I love the idea of the cotton and whatever I said the mix was.
Acrylic? No, bamboo.
No, bamboo. Yeah, and cotton bamboo is because it made me think of the Trubu, and I love the way that feels.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
the way that feels.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Hey, Left is Right. How are you doing?
That Smiley's doesn't ship to Canada, though.
Who doesn't?
Smiley's?
Oh.
I don't think they do anyway.
Well, you know what the problem I had is they also don't ship to P.O. boxes. So I had to have it sent to an address when I was in Texas. Again, I bought some and had it sent somewhere else.
Oh.
Miss Sandy has popped in. We got to get you back on the schedule too, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Oh, hi, everyone.
It is so wonderful.
Sorry.
So wonderful that you guys have all popped in. Oh, no. I never worry about me and my friends. We talk all over each other all the time. It's awful. Then I have another friend that just gets really frustrated. And I'm like, we're not being rude. We're just excited.
Yeah.
And with me anymore, if I don't say the words right now, they're gone.
Yeah. And I think there's a delay, right?
Mm-hmm.
On here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Joanna is saying that they do not ship to Canada.
Yeah.
It's just shipping these days is just horrific.
Yeah.
Just horrific. I started that Monday night bingo. Don't forget to see my Monday night bingo, guys. Here, let's put a banner up about that. Let's see here. I'm sure I put that on here. There. Show. Monday night bingo. Nope, I hit the wrong one. How can I do that? It says Monday night bingo.
I see it on my screen. Whoops, it's gone now.
Because mine says thumbs up.
Watch us Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific for bingo.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I thought it was going to be a doohickey down at the bottom.
Oh,
I see. Again, I said it wrong. So yeah, Monday night at 5 o'clock for bingo. We do at least 2 games, if not 3. And I'm doing worldwide. So you may not, the prize may not be what I show if it's not the United States, but I'll get something to you. Like cookies.
Yeah.
So you go in. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I have some Canadian chocolate bars. Do you want to see them?
Yes.
I want to know for sure you guys don't have them down there. Okay, I'll be right back.
Sure. So for Monday Night Bingo, you pop onto the Roaming with Rover website, and there will be a sign up for the July numbers. And it's a granny saying, on my way, I'm going to bingo. So it's the July. You go in there, you pick 9 numbers between 1 and 75. We're doing it right this month, between 1 and 75. And then when we're playing bingo, just have to hit on 5 of those numbers. So I hope that you guys will join us. Make sure you go in and sign up your numbers ahead of time. And we're starting July's bingo next Monday evening, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Okay, let's go on here. Change your pick. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh yeah, we can't get those here. Love Coffee Crisp.
And do you guys get these Arrow?
Nope.
No? They're so good. And then this is sponge toffee.
Nope.
It's covered with chocolate. It's so good. You know that spray foam?
Uh-huh.
It looks like that.
in the specialty candy stores, you can buy it. It's called Seafoam. And it's got that, it's like a honeycomb inside, and it's real sort of a sticky, bitey, and then it's got chocolate on the outside.
Yeah, I think that's similar to this.
Yeah, but you can only get that at specialty places. You can't just get it like a candy bar. The only reason I know about it is one of my husbands, that was his favorite candy, and I had to used to get him dark chocolate Seafoam every year for Christmas.
Oh. Yeah, so I'll make up a package for you.
I'm so lucky. Yep, I'll find some pecan sandies.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that tattoo is amazing, Jeannie. So can you see she changed her profile pic so you can see the tattoo, and it's of a crochet pattern. That is gorgeous. I know we're all like,
I can sort of see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up on my tablet, see if I can look at it better. Quit talking. I always forget to turn the sound down when I'm doing these things. Oh, there's another giveaway over there. Dazola Designs. Man, she's got a yarn giveaway every week, sometimes twice a week. Let me see here. No, I've lost it. I kind of sort of have decided, and I say this and then I change it. I kind of sort of have decided to not enter giveaways to give other people a chance. Not that I'm winning, all the giveaways, but I'm blessed. I've got a significant amount of yarn, and I know there are others who really do not. Mm-hmm. And I say that until I find an amazing yarn giveaway.
Yeah.
PROVERBS, Proverbs 31. I'm assuming you have a channel. Yep, there you are. There you are. I want to see. Okay. Proverbs 31 yarn. I can't see. I must be doing something wrong, because that is not what's coming up. So I'll have to look closer at another time. But yeah, I really want to see that. I want to see that pattern. Mm-hmm. So that is gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. No. So we need to, I don't understand why we don't have some of those chocolates down here, because everybody loves them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had a friend who, I don't know where she would get them, but she would show up with the coffee. There's one with a purple, something purple, or it's got a purple wrapper.
Is that Cadbury?
Maybe. And I know we have Cadbury, but yours is different.
Oh.
But she would show up with the purple wrapper and the coffee crisp. And we just loved them. Oh, that's a great question, Bree. Have you made that pattern of your tattoo? That is your tattoo. What a great question.
That is a great question. Wow.
Wish I'd have thought of it. That's interesting. So how many kids? Dairy Milk. Yes, that's the other one. Dairy Milk. That's the one with the purple wrapper.
Okay, yeah, we have those. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that either. How many kitties do you have? You said that was one of your kitties.
Pardon me?
That was one of your kitties. How many do you have?
2.
2? What are their names?
Huggles and Minnie.
Aww.
Yeah. Huggles was a friend of ours, couldn't keep her any longer, so he asked if we'd take her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Minnie, the other one, she was abandoned in our backyard by her mother.
Oh, that's interesting.
And she was only like 8 weeks old or a couple of months old. And so we brought her in, and we call her Minnie because she looks like our other cat, Minnie Me.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Came from 2 complete different areas, and yet they look similar.
Yeah.
My roommate, she's got 2 kitties, and one is a calico and the other one is a tuxedo, mostly black, but a little bit of white. And the calico is quite well, not quite friendly, but she won't run away if you walk in the room. The other one is like, stranger danger, and she's gone.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
but we were concerned when we got back from Texas, and we have the dogs, and the cats have never seen the dogs, and the dogs have never seen the cats, how that was going to go. And it really has gone very, very well. And there's been a couple of times that Max has gone in there, because Max is absolutely in love with our roommate, absolutely adores her. She works nights and sleeps days, and he will lay next to her bedroom door and just stare at the door and wait for her to get up.
Oh.
Funniest thing. And so a couple of times he's gone into her area and doesn't pay any attention at all to the kitties. So I think they'd be okay if they mixed, but so I don't ever get any kitty love. Once in a while, if I have to go feed them, the calico will come over to me. She puts up with me long enough to get food, but even then, the black and white one won't have anything to do with us. So I still don't get any kitty love, but so, and we lost one of our dogs a couple of weeks ago to cancer. And so it's so weird when somebody will say, how many dogs do you have? Oh, we've got 3. Oh, no, we don't. We've got 2. It's so sad. But I'll tell you what, the little ones, he's on a very expensive prescription of dog food, and it's lasting ever so much longer.
Oh.
I knew that Sophie was sneaking into it. I didn't realize how much she was sneaking into it. But, yeah. So it's really sad to not have her. And it feels like it's amazing because this is a small house. It's only 1,200 square feet. And it is amazing just the amount of space that one less dog created. It's weird. You wouldn't think it would make that much difference, but it really did. Thank you, Doris. Yeah, she had been diagnosed with cancer right before we went on our trip. And then when we got back, she had this growth on her arm, foot, whatever this is, paw, and it was huge. It had gotten and I could tell her whole leg was swollen. So I was afraid it had gotten into her lymph nodes. So I bopped her right over to the vet, and they're like, yeah, I think it's getting worse. What do you want to do? And I go, well, let's just, as long as it doesn't hurt her, not causing her pain, I'm fine with it. Well, then it started, the skin was so tight. It was literally leaking blood. And and then it was getting a little bigger and a little bigger. And again, the white carpet. So I had blood all over the white carpet, which I didn't care. Don't care. But I could see the little bloody print from this day to the next day was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so then we took her back to the vet, and they said she's basically bleeding to death inside. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Time to let her go to heaven.
Yeah.
It's
so hard to do, though.
Yeah. And, we've only had him like 6 years, but still.
Oh.
And I was worried about Max because Max was younger than her. So she had been in his life every day of his life. And it took him about 3 or 4 days before he quit wandering around looking for her.
Oh, yeah.
And he kept going to where she would lay down to sleep. He's like, she's not here. Where is she? Where is she, Mom? So.
Yeah, we have to remember our other pets grieve too. Yes.
And we could definitely. And then once in a while, somebody will say Sophie on TV, and she'll look. Hear the name. So.
Wow.
So we never did hear. Did you crochet that tattoo? Did you make something out of that? That's that's so interesting. I really need to know the answer to that.
Hi, Stu.
So that you don't have so you got 2 giveaways. I've got 1 giveaway. I've got the fairies in July coming up next week. I guess we got to deal with that. And I was surprised at how much activity we got on that. I haven't counted my entries yet, but there's a lot. I can tell by the number of comments that I've gotten, that there is a lot on there. And
Yeah.
that makes me so happy that something like this is getting good traction.
Yeah.
And then I've got next Monday is bingo. Next Tuesday is Melissa. And then you've got, what do you got coming up for your vids? You've got your tutorial.
My
tutorial. And then what other things do you have?
A tutorial for this one. Ta-da!
So excited.
Tutorial for this week. It'll come out. And the giveaway that I'm having to celebrate all of you guys out there. That is July 7th. That's the last day.
2 days. In 2 days.
Yeah. And then, July 8th, I'll announce the winner. I'm so excited. I hope it's me. Just kidding.
I'm always excited no matter who wins. It's exciting. Yeah. It's even doubly exciting when it's somebody that you're familiar with, or you recognize their name, somebody that you've had a lot of interaction with. That's always real heartening as well. I do enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. And then what else? I guess my birthday giveaway in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Oh, I got a Hershey's order coming.
Oh, nice. Oh. I still have videos of unboxing my 78 boxes from when I got back from Texas. They're all filmed. I haven't done, I actually kind of lost track of what I had posted and what I hadn't. And so I still have some of those to get out and do. Then I was super excited when my knit crate order came in. Oh, it was pretty this month. I loved it. I'm sad though, because they've got it used to just be you got knit crate and you got 2 skeins of yarn and their little additive and that was it. Well, now you can get a mini crate, which is 1 skein of yarn, the regular one with 2, or a double. I think they call it a fluffy crate, and it's got the 4. Well, I get that one again because I'm fluffy, and so I always need more yarn than what the patterns call for. But it doesn't come in the pretty little blue box. And that's half the fun, seeing the pretty little blue box show up. It's just a brown box, but that's okay. And I've ordered a few more kits to use as giveaways from Annie's. They keep sending me the order a kit for free or order kit for 90% off. And I'm like, I've ordered this like 3 times. You're going to keep... Oh yeah, no problem. As long as you get the coupon code. Okay. You keep sending me the code. I'll keep getting the kits. So I don't know why they're doing that, but it makes me happy. Somebody got upset with me for doing that. For my thing feels weird. There we go. For getting the kits for free because now the light's weird. They said I was taking advantage of the company, and I'm like, it's a pretty big company, and if this is the way they advertise stuff, I'm jumping on it, and I'm getting it for you guys. I'm using it as giveaways for you guys. So that really surprised me that somebody said that. Yeah, I would feel that way if it was a small little local company that was struggling and just trying to get by. I would never ever take advantage of that. But the big mega companies,
they're going to offer it, take it.
Yeah. It's no different than the other places offering free shipping. Nobody thinks that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
So here I'm paying for the shipping and getting the items. So here pretty quick, we should be getting some cool new stuff. And this time I even ordered some things that were not crochet. There's crochet, there's knit, but there's also Christmas ornaments and some card making things. So not all fiber stuff. I thought that would be fun to have some different, because like I said, hopefully quite soon I'll be doing my monetization video and we'll be doing a big party, and I want to have some cool stuff to give to folks that have helped me get to this spot.
Yeah.
It's always a surprise when you hit those milestones.
I know. Like when I first got like even up to 100 subscribers, I'm like, who are these people? Like, what's wrong with them?
Right?
They're watching me. wow, over 6,000. That's mind-blowing. I thank you guys. I thank all of you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Manfa. We're just about done. I think we are winding down. Like I had said earlier, I hit this hour and a half mark and my brain stops. It doesn't function anymore. So I think we've pretty much said everything we needed to talk about, unless you've got anything that you want to add or anything you want to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes as YouTubers, we get contacted by companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be careful because, it could be a scam, whatever. Don't click on links,
Mm-hmm.
When somebody sends me something, they want to do business with me, and they have a link to their website, I don't click on it.
Mm-hmm.
I type that into Google,
Mm-hmm.
and if it pops up, it seems legitimate, then I'll either mail them back and tell them if I'm interested or not. There was one that contacted me quite a while ago, and it was about sex toys.
Oh no!
And I'm like,
we're gonna do that on our yarn channel.
Yeah, like what's wrong with you? Anyway, I was nice. I just told them I wasn't interested. But there was one that contacted me a few days ago, and they sell tote bags, which I would call project bags.
Right, 100%.
So so we've been in contact and stuff, and so they're going to send me 4 bags, no charge. You don't have to pay shipping, and that's the way it works, right? You don't pay for anything.
Yeah. Right.
And so for me to show on the channel and kind of support their business that way or whatever, their website. So I'm like, sure. So I got to pick out 4 different ones, and they're just like, I don't know how big they are, but they have different pictures on them. Mm-hmm. I don't think they have pockets inside. I'm not sure, but yeah, different pictures, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Type in owl. Do they have owls? They have owls. Do they have yarn ones? And I found the only bags that had yarn were little kittens playing with balls of yarn. I thought that was cute. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I put 8 in my shopping cart because I didn't want to lose where they were on the site. Right. And then I went back and then I emailed those links for 4 of them that I wanted and just emptied out my cart. And so, yeah, he said, no problem. Yeah, we'll send them to you. And so, yay, that'll be on my channel. I don't know how long it'll take, but I thought tote bags, those are project bags.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. When I was in Alaska before we got in lockdown, there was a quilt store that I went to, and she had some project bags there, and they were $20, I think, and they weren't huge, so probably about this big by about this big. But like this would have fit in it. This project would have fit in it just fine. And it had a clear plasticky window. So you could see in there and see what you had going in there. So like maybe you could put your pattern right there if you had a pattern.
Yeah.
I got one of those hoping that I could bring it home and figure out how to make it.
Oh yeah.
I used to sew. I haven't sewn in years. And bags are not as easy as you would think, because they've got to be lined, and you've got to have all of your seams nice, and they're not easy to do. So yes, if you can find a source. Do you know how much their bags run? Did it say?
You know what? Canadian, they are $7 and something.
No.
Yeah. Yep. I know. Like I'm wondering, like, how good of quality are they?
Yeah, check your seams and.
Yeah, we'll see when they get here. I'll give an honest review. Of course.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Oh, I can't wait to see those. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, that's. I mean, you can't even buy the fabric for that much.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did they have a lot of different options for fabric?
No, just one option, and I can't remember what the fabric is. But they have tons of pictures. I think you can even custom send them a custom picture to put on.
Polar bears.
Yeah. What's that?
Polar bears.
Yeah, polar bears. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're right, Bree. Maybe it's the shipping that is expensive, like ice yarn.
Oh, maybe.
Where are they coming from? Do you know?
Yeah, I have to do research on their websites to prepare for the video, so I'll take a look. Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good point.
Yeah,
That's
so watch for that sometime. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even know where they are. As far as I know, they're on Earth. So
Yeah, there you go. That's a good start. Good start.
yeah.
Somewhere on one of the continents.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. No, that'll be fun. I can't wait to see the review on that and a link to something that's if it's like you said decently made. I mean, and at that price, sometimes you don't need something super nice. You just it's like these. I buy these every time I go to Joann's. I buy one of their little bags. And what are they? $1, $1.50, $2? And I like them because they can sit on the floor and I'm not going to get upset, or I can put it on the floor in the car and I'm not going to get upset. But this one, and this is literally the first time I've had this happen. It's falling apart literally falling apart at the seam. But it was a $2 bag. And so who cares? Now, if this is a $20 bag, now I'm getting upset because the seam's coming apart a week after I have the thing. But for $2, the way I treat it, I have got my money's worth out of it. And honestly, I'm going to staple the thing together. And use it some more. So yeah, zippers are nice. Zippered, I love zippered on my project bags. And I like a pocket, but it's not completely necessary because I like a place for my scissors so it's not poking into stuff. So usually I will have another little small. Oh, I saw the cutest thing, and it was at a farmer's market. We went to a farmer's market last week, and this lady had made little project bags, and they weren't tiny. It was probably 14 by 12, so decent size. And inside she had a smaller matching bag, and she called them mommy and me bags. But I thought that would be a perfect notion bag for all my stuff to tuck inside of the bag. So yeah, I was thinking duct tape too, but it might be sticky. Ooh, excuse me. It might get on that. Might get on my yarn and stuff. But yeah, that's the first thing I thought of was duct tape. I love duct tape. Put it on everything.
How about Gorilla Glue?
That's cool too. Yeah, he's always fixing everything with Gorilla Glue. Well, I'm super excited to hear about the bags. Can't wait to see them. And I hope they're really cool. And notion pouch with the bag. Yeah, it was a great idea. Love it, love it, love it. Somebody, I thought it was Melissa. Melissa Loves Crochet. I swear she had a little notion bag, and you bought the bag because I bought the bag. I remember her saying to go to Hobby Lobby and buy the bag for $2, and I bought the bag for $2, and then you do a crochet outside of it. What is it? Mosaic crochet outside? And now I can't find that anywhere. I can't find where she talked about it. I can't find, but I thought that'd be a great little first project for the mosaic crochet to figure. Do you do that? Do you do the mosaic?
No, not yet anyway.
Yeah, I've got a great big well, in fact, it's right here. I just happen to have it right here. Mr. likes it, and usually he has no interest whatsoever in the stuff I come up with, but he likes this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Wow.
And there's two.
Really cool.
She's got 2 patterns, so you've got different designs on each of them. And so he wants me to do this blanket. But and we're doing our house in like cowboy western, so it fits right in. Yeah. Oh, you think it's Jeannie who did it, not Melissa? Maybe that's why because they're together so much, and you're right. That's probably why I'm looking at the wrong one. Now that you said that, I think you're 100% right. Because I do want to do something small before I start this huge project. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So yeah, we like the cowboy hats and the stars and the spurs and and like some horses, but not overly horses. The boots, cowboy boots, all of that kind of stuff is how we're decorating in here. And so that's when we saw that, we both went, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is perfect. So
I'd like to learn how to crochet like that. I used to want to learn how to knit, but I don't want to anymore. I don't have time.
That's the bottom line, is who's got time for all of it. I did a hat out of mosaic. I remember doing the hat. I remember it working out fine. And because if you can follow a chart, you can pretty much do this.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't realize I was doing mosaic when I did it. And it was fine. It wasn't hard at all, but it was like a simple repeat over and over. So I think this will be a little more complex because you're changing things. I don't know. But there's a handful of mosaic. In fact, the lady that sells this pattern, this was an Etsy pattern, and the lady that sells this pattern gives you a link to a YouTube and says, this is the best place to learn how to do mosaic crochet. I could give you instructions, but just go watch this. It's the best. And I thought, well, that's really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. But, so yeah, that's my big project for next year. And I was going to do, see, I lean towards these blankets. I was going to do the, what is that movie? Nope, it's not in my head, but there's a blanket that goes with, all I can think of is From Here to Eternity, and that's 100% not it. Oh, well, I'll bring it up in one of my other videos. I'll remember it. But I've decided against doing it now because of, yes, and that's with the mosaic. You cut it at the end. And I'm like, I don't want these 12 million things. Well, then I learned they do this little envelope-y thing at the end, and it just folds all the ends in, and you're done. You don't have to sew in any ends.
Oh, wow.
Something else I've got going on out there. I've got a video, things I like, unpopular crochet things. So it's stuff that you like to do that other people do not. Like, I like to untangle yarn barf. So you're supposed to go in there and write what your unpopular thing is that you like. I thought it was sarcastic when I first saw one of them, so I did it wrong. But yeah, you're supposed to list in there something that you enjoy doing with crochet that most people do not like to do. And then I should get back. It's been about a week now. I need to go through and do the follow-up video and read everybody's answers. So yeah, if you haven't done that yet, and then I need to tag somebody.
Yeah, I did that video.
I thought I was getting in it quick enough that maybe there's some, by the time they did the 23 Yarny things, I'm like, there is nobody left on earth who has not done this video.
Yeah.
So this one, I thought I was getting in on the beginning of it, and maybe I'd be able to find someone.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little hard.
When I put these two yarns together, it took me, was this the one? Yeah, those are the ones. It took me 5 hours to keep them up together. And I told that on my channel, and people were like, oh, I don't have that patience. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of patience. Okay, so that's my unpopular crochet opinion. Go ahead, take 5 hours. It's okay.
It wasn't that big deal. It wasn't that big a deal.
No.
I just got a good yarn winder. I haven't even taken it out of the box. It's sitting right there. And I got it for Christmas from my friend, but we weren't here at Christmas. So we did the online thing and exchanged presents, but I just got them about 2 weeks ago. So, and I haven't. Yes, Kathy. Yes. The Pride and Prejudice blanket. What is her name? Ormdahl?
No.
You know who I mean? She's wonderful. Pride and Prejudice blanket. It is gorgeous. So she's created this blanket based off of colors from the movie and named each one of the links from a character. And so I was going to do a crochet along in the fall, January. But I know myself. I thought if I did the crochet along, maybe I'd actually get it made. But I thought, how fun would this be? Okay, so this is my idea. Tell me if you think I'm completely nuts. Because, I mean, we already know I am. So we'll do the Pride and Prejudice. And she sells it as a kit. So you get all the colors. And it's not horrifically priced. I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say it was in the neighborhood of $50 for the yarn. So that's not, yes, Ophelia. Yes, yes, yes. So I can't do an official crochet along because it's her deal. She already does a crochet along. But I thought I could do my section and then I could read the book because it's allowed to be read. It's public domain. So I could read the book. We could talk about the yarn. We could talk about the colors as other people are doing. So each week you would do your section while I'm reading the book. I thought that might be interesting because a lot of people do those reading things. But I thought that might be fun with a project that we're working along with it. And what do you guys think? Does that sound completely boring? Or is that something that maybe it's a beautiful blanket. And she does that same thing. Ophelia sells the kits. It's right there on her website. It's usually sold. It's often sold out. But the last time I looked, it wasn't because it's not really blanket season. And I think maybe that's why it's a good idea maybe right now. And she's always got, her stuff is gorgeous, just gorgeous. If you look up Ophelia, I don't know, you know me, but if you look up Ophelia, it'll take you right to her website is beautiful. You think that's
Ophelia Talks?
Maybe that sounds right.
Ophelia. I know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Ophelia Talks. We're thinking it's Ophelia Talks.
Yeah.
And she's in England, Ireland, one of those really green places. And she's got a beautiful accent. And yeah, Pride and Prejudice. That's it. Just look up. In fact, if you type in Ophelia, it's going to come up. She's the only one. So it's definitely worth going in and taking. Her work is beautiful, just beautiful, and her colors are stunning. I am so very bad at putting colors together. That's why I would definitely do the kit. Just unless you want to do, maybe it's a good way. Darla's ditching us. Do I have to bring you back up now? Let me look. Yep. Okay. There she is. I thought, well, something's come up. It happens.
Me and my fingers, I touched the wrong button. I was going to click on chat, and I guess I clicked on the arrow to go back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gone.
Well, I know when I was first coming off of my COVID, I would have these terrible coughing fits, and I would just close it out and cough for a while and then come back. So I thought maybe that's all it was. So you guys think that might be half interesting, huh? I think that's the only way I would ever actually get that blanket done. And in fact, when she does hers, I want to say, I've read through all of this, but I think she does 20 rows per color. And I think I would cut that down to maybe 15. And instead of quite as, I love big blankets, but I just know I probably wouldn't get it done. But 15 rows in a week, I probably could get done. And the pattern is just, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. But that's kind of something I've never done. I can't call it a crochet along. Right. I'll have to find a different terminology so people know what. I could just say a make along.
Yeah.
And make it very clear. Or maybe I could just text her and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Is this okay?
Yeah, you could do that.
Because I'm telling people to go to her, buy her pattern, buy her kit.
Yeah.
And then we're just doing it at the same time. So maybe that is okay. I don't know. Have you done a crochet along before?
Me?
Have you run one? Yeah.
I've done a crochet along, yeah. Okay. I hosted one for my own pattern.
It's the Lizzie blanket, Lizzie. It is so pretty. And she does it when in her crochet along, she does each week has a different, and it's basically just, it's the same pattern, it's just a different color. So come on, let's get to this where I can open it and you guys could see how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh, you crochet fast, lady. You crochet fast too, though, don't you?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't
Not
think
when
I
you're
do.
doing a, not when you're doing a tutorial, but when you're just working.
I don't know. I don't think of myself as fast, but I don't know. I know sometimes when people show their projects, their process of their project, progress of their
How far they've gotten.
and then they show it again on another video. It's like, holy, did you ever do that fast? Well, that was like 2 weeks ago I showed that first part.
Oh,
It just, time flies by.
yeah, it does. Isn't that the truth? I can't get this to come up. I have found it. Let's see, maybe I can do this. I'm trying to turn it without it starting so we can see the pretty picture, but the video keeps starting and then it's gone. It won't stop.
Oh.
No. So I'll show you this. This isn't the best picture of it, but maybe I can make it more bigger. No, I can't even do that. All right.
Oh.
So, no, see, she's already working on it. I don't want you to work on it. Just show me the picture. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's hard to see the stitch work there, the pattern. Yeah. But it doesn't look that difficult. It really doesn't. Yes, there's a different stitch. You're right. There is a different stitch for each section named after the character. And then the colors are right there in the kit. So that's what I have in the back of my mind of something I maybe would like to do. And I know myself, I know that's nothing that I'm going to be able to do. And see, there again, I would be trying to do this and that at the same time. I think I can. I think I can. If that's the only two projects that I work on. And this would be over the course of 9 weeks, I think, 9 or 10 weeks. It's not awful.
Yeah. You can do it.
I can do it. But first I have to make your top.
Yes.
First we have to make your top. Ta-da-da! Don't do that. Just protect your crocheting hands if you fall.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, folks, I think we have babbled on enough. So is this right? Fun. That doesn't look right. No, that's not right. I've got the wrong thingy up here. What have I done? I've got the wrong name up for next week. So next week is Melissa Crochets with Love, and it is Wednesday instead of Tuesday. She needed Wednesday. Or is it Monday?
Okay, that's it. We're done.
I've already got the thingy up here. Melissa's Crochet with Love joins Roaming with Rover the 13th, which is Wednesday at 9 o'clock Pacific.
9 o'clock in the morning?
Yes. Oh. Well, Pacific. So that's 11 your time.
Oh, okay.
Usually I do 8 in the morning.
Okay.
Because usually it's 10 o'clock Central. I got so used to doing 10 o'clock Central that when we got back here, I just kept it.
Oh.
And, that's kind of early, but it works out for, most everybody. And I'm an early bird. We're up at 6. So 8 o'clock is really nice.
Yeah.
Get it done. And still, because see, now it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I feel like my whole day's gone. My kitchen's floor mopped. It was so bad. Somebody spilled coffee. Somebody spilled coffee on the kitchen floor, and it was.
No.
And I knew I put it in the refrigerator without a lid, and I knew that was not a good idea. The second I put it in there, I'm like, that is not a good idea. Oh, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Coffee everywhere. So I can't even yell at anybody. It's all my fault. Got the floor swept and mopped. And I bought a new mop. My bathroom floor is linoleum, and it's a tiny little bathroom. And so my little Swiffer won't fit in all the little corners and cubbies. I had to go buy a regular string mop to get down and around and stuff. And I know y'all are telling me, well, if you're doing it right, you'd be down on your hands and knees. Well, back in the day, I would have. Not anymore, because I wouldn't get back up again is the problem. So no more hands and knees mopping for me. So I had to go buy a mop to do a good job in that other bathroom, because I tried it with my little Swiffer thing. And I like my Swiffer thing because it has a little scratchy on it and it's nice and wet and I could throw it away. I know, throwing it away. But there's some things I just, they're just so dirty. So I like to throw those away, but I just can't. I'm not getting it clean enough to suit me. So I went to Target yesterday and got me a plain old mop. So I got to do that later too. Thank you guys ever so much for joining us. It has been a delight. Please pop over to AJ's Personal Choice and subscribe to her if you have not already. She does some fun little things as well. Catch me for bingo next week. Get on there to Darla's and do all of her little giveaways. You only got 2 more days for one of them. And then all the Christmas fairies. I'm sure you've already done all of those. Just check back. We've always got something going on, don't we, Darla?
Oh, for sure.
And pretty soon, in a few days, we're going to have the new top, and that we're all going to be making.
Yes. She's
going to hold us accountable.
Yes.
No chocolate for us if we don't get that top made.
Yep. All right. Yeah. It was great spending time with you and everyone in the chat. So much fun.
I'm sure everybody is already subscribed to Darla, but if not, get over there and subscribe. There's no reason not to. And if you feel like it, you can subscribe to me too. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.